shoot. Okay.
Oh my god.
I'm trying to be as quiet as possible.
No!
I took my shower at like 1 a.m. It's currently...
Bruh.
Turn it up.
Okay, it's blurry. It's 3 in the morning and I literally was chilling on my bed and I just started thinking about a video. I want to do a story time and I just thought of this and I really want to film right now. Basically. Bro, I need a necklace. Oh my god, that scared me. Okay, so this happened in 8th grade and I was well known at school and I had just a lot of friends, but I didn't pick them out very well. That was a mistake. I literally picked out some wrong friends that did me dirty. I was an 8th grader, like what do you expect? Like, come on. So keep in mind before I tell the story, because this is actually important, the main guy in the story was my best friend. If we weren't texting, we were FaceTiming. So, you know, as best friends do in 8th grade, like we always were communicating. It was just the thing to do, right? So keep that in mind because it's very important for later on in the story. But yeah, so we texted a lot. If we weren't texting, we were FaceTiming, right? I'm just gonna call him E because I don't want to put his name out there and give him no clout, at least for free. No, so I'm just gonna call him E. There's another girl in the story, I'm just gonna call her J. That's so obvious. It's whatever. It's not me, it don't affect me, so it don't matter. To me it don't, because it's not me, so I don't really care. If you're like in my friend group, or if you were in my friend group at that time, you probably will know who I'm talking about, but if you weren't, then you'll have no clue. It doesn't matter, I couldn't care less. I haven't put on my moisturizer, so this is the moisturizer I use. That's what I'm going to be applying at 3 a.m. because I forgot to do it when I got out of the shower.
Y'all, I'm not gonna lie, my camera was literally not focusing with me that night and it's really bothering me. So basically I'm gonna cut this part out because it's pissing me off, but I was just talking about how before we were best friends, we were just friends and I had like a little crush on him, you know, 8th grader things. It wasn't that serious. It was like me, we were just friends and like I vibed with him and I thought like, oh, maybe I like him, but then we became best friends and all those little crush feelings like vanished, disintegrated, like they were gone. I did not like him anymore because I was like, we'll just be best friends because I can't do that. Like,
It wasn't no serious type of crush. I just, because we connected so well, we literally talked the same, like we found the exact same things funny. It was literally like a soulmate. When we became best friends later on in life, people started like making these little rumors around school. But there was rumors and people be like, oh my god, Milan likes E and E likes Milan, like E. And we both declined it. We were like, no, I don't like you. And it bothered me at the time because like it was just dumb. Like, why y'all making rumors like I like him? Like he's literally just my best friend, you know? Like how people are like, why can't you just be friends with guys? Like why can't you just have a best friend? Yeah, that was literally how I was feeling, because people would be like, and I remember this one guy came up to me, he was like, ooh, you and I almost said his name. One guy I remember so vividly, we were walking to class after lunch and he came up to me, he was like, oh, you and E, la da da da. And I don't know why it bothered me. I was like, out of all people, who are you to even try to shit me with this guy? Like, you have no meaning in my life. Go somewhere. I don't know, it just bothered me because if y'all want to make up those rumors, y'all should have made them up when we were just friends, because then I actually was crushing and I wouldn't have been bothered by the rumors because it would have been accurate. But it's not accurate anymore, so shut up. And so later on there was another rumor. It was just rumors on top of rumors. This other girl, homegirl, this is where Jay comes in.
I tell you, it's always the J's. It's always the J. Child. Anyways,
That's her. I'm just gonna call her Jay. So then there became rumors that like, oh, Jay likes E. Ooh, E and Jay would be so cute. La da da da. And that didn't bother me because I don't like E. I've talked for 15 minutes and I'm not even into the story yet. What the heck? Me liking him and some other girl liking him, those were the rumors. They were all inaccurate. Hey, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be completely honest. For some reason, I had this like resentment or like hatred towards her. Personally, at the time, I didn't even know why I did, but I did. Looking back now, I think I know why. While the rumors were going around that like like they liked each other. E and J liked each other. I talked to her about it and I was like, oh, do you like you and Jay, like jokingly about it, and she found it as a joke too. But you know when you like ask somebody if they like somebody and they're like, ah, no, like yeah, but it's so clear that they do, and they're just bad liars. Like you know that they like them, but they don't want to say that they like them because I don't even know why they don't want to say it. Like just say it. I remember one time so vividly, we were walking out, I was walking out of class with Jay, and I brought it up and I was like, oh, you and E, la da da, and she like made that little laugh that I was talking about, like, ah, no, like, and it was just so obvious. I was like, at that moment, like, I literally knew homegirl likes my ex best friend. Like at that moment when she responded like that, I just knew like they were gonna date. And was I wrong? No. Later on in life, they end up getting together. Like I said, because I was a whole Cupid back then. Like I literally was. But it was funny though, because they both disagreed. They were both like, oh, I don't like him, I don't like her. But they ended up together. Like, why didn't y'all just say from the get-go that y'all liked each other? The whole school knew, and they were like, no, like y'all, it's a waste of your breath to act like you don't. Anyways, this is what little bitties don't understand. When a guy has a girl best friend and they have issues with their girlfriend, 99% of the time the guy goes to the girl best friend and asks for advice. So if your relationship is going bad, he's coming to me for advice. But she ain't know nothing. She ain't know all that. She ain't know all that. I'm not gonna get too in depth, but like literally everything that happened in their relationship went through me. But that's normal because he's my best friend. Was my best friend. This shirt is making me feel really like I'm changing my shirt. I just feel like a little boy in this shirt. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna put this shirt on, but oh, it'll match my nails. So where was I? I was in her relationship, but I really wasn't, like, because I just knew everything and she didn't know that. But whatever, that's besides the point. Anyways, that's just to show like how deep me and this guy's connection was. Like we were literally like, we told each other everything. Like the ideal best friend connection is what we had. A lot of my viewers are like younger, and I know some of y'all might be my age, so maybe some of y'all have experienced this. Hopefully not, but a lot of the times when people are in relationships, like let's say there's a girl and a guy, right? They're best friends. The guy gets in a relationship with this girl, and this girl starts hating on the guy's best friend for whatever reason, just because it's another female. Basically, females love to hate on females for no reason in this society. I don't really understand why, but the guy's in the predicament where he has to choose his best friend over his girlfriend, and it's just so stupid. And vice versa, it happens where the females have to choose over their guy best friend or their boyfriend. It's just so stupid. And I have a guy best friend, and if I ever get a boyfriend, I'm not gonna put myself in the predicament where I have to choose. Just love them both and go on about your life. Like, you shouldn't have to be choosing one over the other. If I was in the situation where I had to choose, which I'm never gonna be in that situation because that's dumb, I won't even allow myself to be in a situation where I have to choose boyfriend, best friend. Like, no. But I'm just saying, like, in the situation or the event where I would have to, I'm choosing my best friend. Sorry to my future boyfriend if you ever come across this video, but I would choose my best friend over my boyfriend. Not saying that like I don't love my boyfriend. I'm just keep it 100, keep it a buck with y'all. My best friend was there long before my boyfriend was. So you know how dumb I would look if I had to be in that situation and I would pick my boyfriend over my best friend that was there since the sandbox over my boyfriend. Like, it don't mean I don't love my boyfriend. All that to say is because this guy was in that predicament and he had to choose his girlfriend or his best friend. And we all know the answer was his girlfriend. Obviously I was a little salty back then, but like I couldn't care less now because that's literally, he's dumb for that. And I was chill with this girl before they started dating. Like, I knew I was gonna see her because you're dating my best friend, but I tried my best just to like disassociate myself with her as much as I could.
It's me again, popping in here, sorry. But the only reason I disassociated myself with her was because of what I'm about to tell y'all. I should have told y'all and then told y'all that I disassociated myself, but it's whatever. But y'all are gonna know why I disassociated with her, and it's pretty valid. I'm pretty sure my feelings were, it made sense as to why. Plus, I don't know, it was just like certain people you know when you can't vibe with them and like you see them and you just don't get this good vibey feeling. Like, she was a decent, cool person, but I still felt like uncomfy around her. a little uncomfy. And so I just didn't want to put myself in that predicament because at the time I hated being uncomfortable. Now I actually really like being uncomfortable. That sounds weird, but at the time I just hated being uncomfortable. She made me uncomfortable. Even though she was sweet, she never did anything rude directly to me. It kind of came indirectly. But I'll explain more. Just keep watching.
Okay, but back to what I was saying. So yeah, I just changed her because that other one was not doing me any justice. She never strictly went up to me and told me that she had a problem with me, so I couldn't really say that she had a problem with me. But from the vibe that I got, homegirl had a problem with me, whether she wanted to admit it or not. Like, it was pretty evident that she didn't really like me. I don't want to sit here and beat around the bush and make her sound like the better person, because I'm too blunt to be trying to beat around the bush and make somebody else look good. Like, no, I'm just saying it how it is. But keep in mind, like, I'm really cool with this girl now. Like, I'm cooler with homegirl than I am with my ex-best friend. How does that make sense, though? Anyways, it was just so weird because my best friend, ex-best friend, he knew that me and her weren't at this connection, and he wanted us to be at this connection because I guess he didn't want to see like us fighting, or like basically fighting over him, because he was not worth fighting over. I remember like homeboy tried to help me and her regain our friendship that we honestly never really had, and he FaceTimed me and they were at the pool together and we tried talking it out, and then it was so awkward. It was so weird. Like, I never want to experience that ever again. It was the dumbest thing. I think I cannot confirm this, but I strongly believe that she made him delete chats from other females. Like, I don't know, she doesn't seem like that type of person now, but in the past, like in 8th grade, she seemed like that type of girl. I was under the impression that she made him delete chats or delete contacts of females. I was under this impression because he texted me asking me to unsave all of our conversations. So my reasoning for her being like that is kind of valid, I would hope. I would think, because he wouldn't do that. I know for a fact at that time he wasn't that type of person to say, oh, unsave all of our texts. And a lot of the times me and him would text on Snap, and if you don't know how Snapchat works, if you both save a message, you just click it and save it, and it saves forever. If nobody clicks the message after you send it, it disappears after 24 hours, like it's just not there. And we both saved all of our text messages. It was just the thing to do. It wasn't awkward, it wasn't weird, because we both did it. And mind you, like I said before, when we were best friends, all we did was text. If we weren't texting, we were FaceTiming. We rarely FaceTime though. We were texting a lot of the times. So you know how many text messages he asked me to unsave? Dang, it really just cut off. But you can only imagine the amount of text messages he asked me to unsave. He really, now that I'm thinking about it, he really had the audacity to come in my Snapchat and say, hey, can you unsave all of our messages? I know damn well if he wasn't in a relationship, he wouldn't have asked me that dumb stuff. It was literally because of her. And I don't know what she had against me. Maybe she had some sort of resentment towards me. I was all about like empowering women and women supporting women, and I tried my best to be like that, especially because I didn't want to be in the predicament where he would have to pick over us, but he ended up having to do it anyway, so it didn't really matter. I probably shouldn't be saying this, but it ain't me, so I don't care. If you really want to know how this guy looks, you can just go to my old videos because he's in a couple of them. It doesn't matter. I know he doesn't watch my YouTube channel, so I don't care. But yeah, so he texted me. He was talking about some, oh yeah, can you delete all of our text messages or whatever on Snapchat? And I straight up told him no. I wasn't about to beat around the bush or ask questions as to why, because I already know why. Like I said, I can't confirm that it was her telling him to delete them. But if it wasn't that, it was most likely because she was about to go through homeboy's phone, and when we were like best friends type of thing, he would flirt with me in a sense, and it wasn't like no serious type of flirting, like we really liked each other. It was like that dumb little 8th grade, like, oh, I'm gonna flirt with her, hee hee hee. And I knew that would, because I never initiated the little flirting that we did over text. It was always him. So if it wasn't her telling him to delete all of our chats, it was him telling me, because he knew his new little girlfriend was gonna go through his phone, and I know damn well that they went through each other's phone. I just put 2 and 2 together. Like, I'm not dumb. He started flirting with me after I had that little crush on him, so I was so over it. I'm not the flirtatious type, but if you want to flirt with me, I'm gonna flirt back. I'm just not gonna catch feelings and you are. You're gonna be left lonely and I'm gonna be chilling, doing my own thing. Like, don't try me, just don't. That was before like he had this girl. It wasn't anything like serious. Like, we were literally in 8th grade. Like, it wasn't that deep. And I know for a fact she probably had this resentment or hatred towards me was because back then I was still doing YouTube. He would be in some of my videos, and because he was my best friend, like, we would be all buddy all tight together. I had him in a few of my classes and he sat literally right next to me. So I would literally be Milan, stop stuttering. I would be recording me and him, you know, vlogging, whatever, school vlog, and when they were dating, he would sit next to me in class and she would be like like right here, and me and him are right here, and I'm vlogging right here, and I can just see her in the back of the video just straight staring, like literally just dead staring, like, and you can just see that it frustrated her that I was next to her boyfriend. But I wasn't flirting. I'm literally not a flirtatious type of person. If I know you're in a relationship, I'm not about to try to flirt with you. Who do I look like? I'm not. I could take your mans if I want to, but lucky for you, I don't want to. Like, I'm not that type of girl. I'm not even gonna try to take nobody's mans, because if they're in a relationship, they're in a relationship. That's none of my business. I don't care. I had 2 classes with E, but only 1 class I had with E and J, and that was the class where the whole time I was sitting next to him. Like, there was never a time where I wasn't sitting next to him, and there was never a time where him and her had assigned seats next to each other, because I don't know, my chem teacher was just... Should I not say that? I don't think that's safe to say. I don't care. My chem teacher was just loopy, so she wasn't, it was whatever. If she had any hatred towards me, that's all I could think about, was that it was because like I would be close and buddy with him, all friendly, and she was just left alone in the back. But it's not my fault. I'm not about to go tell the teacher to change my seat so that she could be happy. I'm not even flirting with your boy. Like, relax. Like, it's not... I hope I'm making sense. But yeah, so that happened or whatever. All this was happening and I was still doing YouTube. That's so crazy to me. Like, that was my life behind the scenes, I guess. Behind the cameras, behind the curtains. He was literally a waste of my time. Like, literally, like... Okay, let me not be so rude though, because he was actually a really good best friend to me when he was actually my friend. Like, homeboy really expected me to swipe hours and hours and unclick, unsave all of our... Like, he really thought I was doing that. And when I told him I wasn't, because I'm not spending 24 hours doing that, 72 hours at that, because we texted literally every day. When I told him I'm not doing that, he blocked me. So he blocked me, and I didn't know he blocked me until like weeks later, because I just didn't text him, because I didn't feel the need to text him after he texted me asking me to delete our chats. Like, I just didn't associate with him. I remember me, like, it was weeks after he asked me to unsave them. I just happened to text him on iMessage instead, not knowing that he even blocked me or whatever. I texted him like, hey, are we cool or whatever. I tried looking for it through my phone because I still have his number and his contact, but like our messages are gone because I've gotten a new phone, so like all the contacts switched, but I lost all the messages, so I can't even freaking show y'all the receipts. But I asked him and I was just like, hey, are we cool, whatever, and he said yeah. Little does he know, I know we're not cool. So I just disassociated myself with him and his girl. I was like, all right, I'm not with neither one of y'all. Y'all are some weirdos. It's not that deep. Maybe they were going through some relationship issues and took it all out on me. Better me than someone else, because I could handle it. I could take it. Dude, it's crazy how it's about to be 4 a.m. and I'm not asleep. Like, I don't have stuff to do tomorrow. But you know what sucks is because at this exact given time of life, I'm closer with homegirl J than I am with E, my ex-best friend.
Now fuck that bitch.
That, like, how does that even... The person I was most close to before the girl was even in the picture, it was literally strictly just me and you. How I end up 2020 closer with her than I am with you. And I'm not mad, I'm not salty. It's just crazy. Like, how does that work? You would expect me to be closer with him in 2020 than her. At the same time, it wasn't my fault, and I can't do anything about his actions because that's just the person he is. So he can be that person without me because he means literally nothing to me in my life. But he goes to my school, and freshman year, sophomore year, I would literally seen him, and we walked past each other like we were strangers. I remember it. it literally hit me so hard the first time I saw him, because when this happened, we were in 8th grade. We were in middle school, you know, dumb little 8th graders. Then we hit high school and we went to the same high school, and we were like not on talking terms at all. Like, I literally did not associate with him, and he intentionally disassociated with me because of his girl. But it's weird though how we're still disassociating ourselves, and I'm really cool with his girlfriend. Oh no. I remember this one time I shouldn't say that. It was at a party and I was with the girl. Like, no, I'm not saying that. Anyways, I remember freshman year, I walked past him and I made eye contact. I didn't smile or wave, but I made eye contact with him, and I remember before I tell y'all that, there was a time where I was literally talking to it was freshman year, one of the days of the first week of our freshman year, I was talking to Jay, the girl, and we were literally vibing, talking, and then Jay's boyfriend, he was standing right there in front of my face. Literally, it was him, her, me, and 2 other people that have no meaning to the story time. It was literally in front of me, and I remember it bothered me so much because he couldn't even make eye contact with me. Like, we're strangers. Like, I wasn't your best friend 2 years ago that you did me dirty. Like, you can't even look me in the eye. Like you're still on that. Like, get over it. I'm literally talking to your girlfriend like we're cool, and you're still like, I really wonder what's going through his head. But I just barely saw him around school. But even sophomore year, like last year, you know, when you're in like the mall and you literally walk by past someone you have no idea ever existed, and you just go about your day and you don't think anything of it. That's how we walked by each other. I can remember the last time when, like, before Corona-19 happened and we were still like physically in school, I can remember the last time we walked by each other and didn't say anything. He does suck because compared to what I have now and the friends that I have now, I'm glad that I'm not friends with him anymore. And I'm glad that we're no longer friends, because I don't want those type of people in my life. Who does? Well, his girl. Bro, I'm being so disrespectful. I'm actually cool with her.
Care, don't care, don't care, still don't care. I don't care.
I was literally at a party with her like a couple weeks ago. We didn't really talk. We like said hello, but like it wasn't anything serious. I can say hi to her and give her a hug, but I can't do that to him. And it's not because of her anymore. It's just because of whatever reason he has. I don't even know. Oh, also for content purposes, I will be clickbaiting this video. It's not really clickbait though. I'm probably gonna title it like story time on like the time I got in a fight over a guy. And when I say fight, you can take 2 things from that. Either physically or verbally. In this situation, verbally. I did have some disagreements with the girl. That's what I mean by fighting. I'd never actually like put my hands on her or him. You'll never catch me putting my hands on nobody over some guy. Could never be me, will never be me. I will not give no guy that much attention to fight over. Dude, I want to keep talking, but I don't really know what to talk about. You know, people say forgive and forget, I never really forgave him, and obviously I never will forget, and I haven't because I'm talking about it. So I didn't either. I didn't forgive or forget. But the only reason why I didn't forgive was because I wasn't asked to forgive. So he never said, hey, can you take my apologies? Like, I'm sorry. He never did that. So but at the same time, yes, I did forgive him because he didn't apologize, but I'm not tripping off the situation because, like I said, I have a way better guy best friend now, and I'm not tripping because I'd pick the guy best friend I have now over him any day. So homeboy's the least of my worries. He literally has no meaning in my life, so why would I even try to reminisce or like dwell over that situation? I'm not. You won't catch me locking. Never. 8th grade, a lot of stuff happened. I want to go back to 8th grade for the good times. Like, that was literally my prime, bro. 8th grade was my bro. Like, I was thriving. Like, I was a bad biddy in 8th grade. My outfits could have been a little bit better, I'm not gonna lie. I thought I was making some fashion statement, but aside from my fashion sense back in 8th grade, I was really at my prime and I was thriving. And despite all that happened with that little guy, I loved my 8th grade year. I really, like, I would go back to my 8th grade year right now, like in a blink of an eye. ASAP. No, Rocky. I'd go back. Like 8th grade, I remember I went on this trip and I just had so many people around me that were so fun, and I may not be friends with any of them now. I'm friends with like 10 people now. Hey, but if that dude ends up watching this, just know I ain't forget. Get off my channel. Actually really enjoyed making this story time. Like, I should do this more often. I don't know, I really like talking. It's actually really tiring though, I'm not gonna lie. Like, my throat is dry and I'm out of breath right now. I don't know if you guys really like these little sit down talking videos. I love doing them, and I'm probably gonna continue to do them even if you don't like them, because you ain't gotta watch, because some interesting stuff do be happening in my life that I really couldn't inform y'all on. So if you want more story times like this, please give the video a big ol' thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, please make sure to subscribe. You're not really losing anything. You're only gaining a new YouTuber, which you hopefully like watching. I don't know, maybe not. But if you subscribe, make sure to turn on the bell so you get notified. It'll just notify you when I post, so that you'll know. But I upload every Tuesday and every Friday at 12. Well, at least I try to. If I don't gas me. Make sure to comment something down below, because I love interacting with you guys. I read and reply to all of my comments, so leave a comment down below. And if you have any video ideas that you want me to do, I'll literally do them, so just let me know. Alright, but thanks for watching the Chutubiano, and I'll see y'all on the flip side with the next video. I don't know what that will be, but it'll be up soon. I can promise you that. My camera's gonna die. I never shout myself out, but I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do some self-promo. Hey, can y'all do me a favor and follow me on Twitter? I really appreciate it. Links in bio for my social media, other links, so you can, if you want to see me other places other than YouTube, I have Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, Snap, all that is in the description. I don't know why anybody would want more of me than what you get on YouTube, but just in case you do, I have other platforms. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this, bro. It's literally, y'all see the time? You don't. Right, deuces, oh whoa, bro.